Yeah.
Feel this ancient power. Live! Hear my prayer!
Hard-hitting exclusive! Let her rip!
Do your worst!
Hold that pose!
We shall prevail! Moment of birth! Yeah.
Shoot on! Here goes! Drilling down! I have high hopes for this journey.
That.
Yoo-hoo! Kami-sato art! Sumetsu!
Feel this ancient power.
Let the world collide!
The tides beckon. Sure.
Vai.
Gather.
Whirling snow!
Order guide you. Bow your head.
Sakura swirl! Let my name echo in song!
Let the mighty be humble.
Oi.
Witness my great undertaking. Yield.
Breaking news!
Grant us your blessing.
Let's go, Twirly!
Come into being.
Say cheese!
Flee. Moment of birth.
Drilling down!
Yield. Hear my prayer.
All right, after you.
I will bring my notebook.
Sorry. Where is he?
Make sure to keep up.
Oh, 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 oh.
Stabilize!
Flee! We shall shiver! Coming to art! Silencio!
This is order! Solidify!
Do your worst!
Order guide you!
My apologies! Yeah! Flee! Grant us your blessing! Judgment! Punishment! Whirling snow! Yeah! Embrace the ice! Unthinkable!
Right. Right.
The tides beckon. An oversight on my...
Opening box of Adepti-Trix. Life goes on.
Lights out! Hear my prayer!
Justice is blindsided.
Do your worst!
Silence!
Yeah! Wait!
Be sanctified.
Grant us your blessing! Yield! You can't run! Shiver!
Bow your head.
Strike a pose! Yeah! Ha! 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 Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Lights out! Let the world collide!
I will have order. Gather!
Strike a pose! Take flight! Yeah! Ha! Judgment! Time to shine!
This is order. Quake!
Let me weave you a verse. Hard-hitting exclusive!
Witness my great undertaking! Ha! Live! Hear the echoes of the valley!
Know my sword! Witness the power of Puhua!
Let the mountain's veins boil! Moment of birth!
Smile!
outlines your fate. Know my sword. Body and mind. Rain cutter. Body and mind. Bring it.
Say cheese!
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Burst forth.
Rain outlines your fate.
Witness my great undertaking.
No.
Didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Ahora hay un daño. Oye, te doy.
Solidify.
Witness the power of Guhua. The hunt is on. This'll pack a punch.
Think you can get away? Brace yourselves. Yeah.
I will have order. Gather. Order guide you.
Know my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you. This is a new one.
Time for takeoff. Yahoo!
This is order. Stabilize.
Got something for ya. Know my sword. Rain cutter.
I will have order.
Think
you can get away?
You're stuck now.
Let's play. Yeah.
This is order. Solidify.
Let me weave you a verse.
Time for takeoff.
Missile pack a punch.
The hunt is on.
Stabilize.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Witness the power.
Order guide you.
You're stuck now.
Think you can get away?
I will have order.
Caraca! Olha assim.
Settle down.
Letting crave names echo. Bring it.
Olha girando para acredito.
Sacred name, fortune preserver, wheel of...
The tides beckon.
Let my name echo in song! Spin to win!
Bow your head. Silence.
Time to shine!
Be sanctified.
Orders given. Orders received. Let's go, Twirly! Drilling down! Rise.
Settle down.
Yoo-hoo! Let the world come alive! Spin to win!
Let the mighty be humbled.
Já vou. Hoje matou. Ele viu que o som grita esse começo. Eu vou fazer hoje não.
Faster.
Bow your head.
Sacred name, fortune preserver. Oh. Let my name echo in song!
The tides beckon.
Hear the echoes of the valley. How annoying.
Shower me with praise!
Wheel of life.
Silence!
Time to shine!
Ô, louco!
Let the mountains face spoil!
Let the mighty be humbled! Bow your head.
Let the world come alive!
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Orders given. Orders received. Master, bring it.
Silence!
Let my name echo
Oi.
in song!
I'm Aloy. Ready for the hunt.
Oi? Não, mãe. Olha lá. Olha lá. Eu já não vai vir, você não sabe. Como que eu não tive uma das coisas? Aleatório. Ô, desculpa. E aí, meu amigo? Ué, pra contar.
Let's get going. There are people who need our...
Oi, sério? Pelo amor de Deus. É verdade. Verdade. Eu vou me jogar na borda da minha vida. Tô me fui chamando. Uma hora de uma vez que eu vou chegar, só foi pedir as coisas. Olha. Eu não tô resistente. Deu umas parando. Vai. Voltei. Aí vai. Lembrei. Vamos ver debaixo. Vai na herói, vai.
Tudo bem, e você, amigo?
Tô indo bem. Eu vou com pistola, mas sim vai. Agora o pintar então nesse caso. Não sei de novo.
This realm is true.
Agora é herói, vai agora. Ali, né, cara?
If you ever had...
Afinal.
I trust you have packed ample.
Pode estar em cima.
Amigo.
Oi. Oi, Aba, vai lá.
Tralalero, tralala, o tudo, tudo, saúde.
Oh, louco.
É, que trouxe o metedor. Aquele rosa lá, tem? Acabou?
Tá bom.
Tem só o super. Tem só o que gastar uma fortão.
Vamos voltar.
There is no escape!
Time to know my sword!
Skyward!
Ever seen one of these?
Illusion shattered.
No, my sword.
Shine down.
This'll pack a punch.
Skyward.
Rain outlines your fate.
There is no escape.
Ever seen one of these?
Scatter. Skyward.
Alright. Good?
Scatter. Skyward. Scatter. Skyward. Shine down.
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate.
Scatter. Skyward. There is no escape.
No, my sword.
Scatter! Skyward!
Missile pack a punch.
Come on. Enough standing around. Let's keep moving.
All right. Who's...
A pleasure to be working with you.
You...
There are still so many places.
Vida. Bastante.
I see everything.
Ever seen one of these?
Illusion shattered.
No, my sword!
Oi!
Amigo,
Oi.
tô doido pra comprar meu PC logo. Mal
Aí aqui, meu amigo.
ter ele aqui.
Ó. Mas tá abrindo já? E você?
Pra eu poder jogar.
There is no escape.
Got something for ya.
Ele vai custar uns R$ 3.000.
Olha, aí sim. Fazer top.
Everyone hold hands.
Shine down.
Rain outlines your fate. Time to act.
There is no escape.
Hey.
Illusion shattered.
19 com uma RTX 5090 e 128 GB RAM.
Ela aqui, vou lá pro celular. Memória de
Mas aí demais. Só dos
128 GB que é 5 bytes de RAM. RAM é a memória, a plaquinha de memória. Você vai pro HD. Eu vou jogar só HD normal ou SSD.
All the world holds
Se você usar o SD, você vai jogar mais, vai virar uma máquina.
I stand before it,
O
alone
SD é mais rápido do que o HD normal.
SSD de 29 terabits.
E 28 terabytes. Rapaz, eu tô... Agora eu gosto de você conversar com você por menos. Vai ser um... O que gente da Terra até hoje? Ah. Não. Olha se você quer jogar no PC. Ele que passou o tipo Play 5. Eu já poderia o sistema do PC.
Incrível esse
Eu
PC,
sou.
eu falei a
Eu
tudo
vi que
que
eu falei aí você.
são 2 bolas de
20 mil de euros. Ô louco! Olha o brilho da Amazon com sabotagem que tem PC Gamer na promoção na Amazon, na aplicativo. Eu queria comprar um tempo atrás.
There is no escape.
Aí um ou dois, 3 dias atrás, eu olhei porque eu já nem tinha lembrado. E eu já visto, pensei que eu me importasse. Que é praticamente um PSP.
Body and mind. Time to act.
não vale a pena comprar PC montado hoje
Só
em
de
dia.
montar tudo. Aí depende.
Eles são caros e podem
Eles são
vir
caros,
defender.
repórter. Ah, tudo
Time to
bem.
act.
Aí deixei. Mas a arma você tem garantia.
Body and mind.
Eu gosto de pedir reembolso.
Time to act.
E também tem evolução. Isso devolve.
Peça por peça sai mais
Pô,
barato.
peça. Amanhã eu vou perguntar para um amigo meu que eu vi na Amazon, que ele mudou um PC top. PC Gamer. Ele tá até pensando em vender o PC Gamer dele. O PC Gamer dele roda qualquer
Body and
jogo.
mind. Time to act.
Dia é uma boa.
Tem. Aham. O garantia você pode trocar. Aí você não quiser o produto, você tem que devolver o produto. E esse te devolve o dinheiro. Mas eu vou te montar, um PC Gamer.
Body and
Eu ia
mind.
pedir, acho de um amigo meu, o Leozão.
Illusion
Que eu vi trabalhando lá
Rain outlines your
na
fate.
Falei. Ele mandou pra você pra jogar mesmo. Vi até a noite, às vezes jogando. E aí vai trabalhar o dia de 15. Ah, é.
Ever seen one of these?
There is no escape.
Ó. Vou lá curar o chão.
Shine down.
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind. Got something for ya.
Let's see. That looks edible. And this looks useful.
Let's get going. There are people who need our help.
Did you hear the news? Escoffier's coming back for a cooking contest.
Mesdames et messieurs, welcome one and all to the Hôtel de Bord and to this most exciting of cooking contests.
Savannah, I've brought the original copy of the codex you asked for.
Monica? Huh.
In the interests of fairness, this contest will be conducted in a double-blind format. Once the dishes are complete, they will be sent to the back of the kitchen where they'll each receive a label. The labels will be placed out of sight underneath the plates, only to be revealed after the judges have sampled them and reached a final verdict. This is to ensure that no one will know which dish is made by which contestant.
As one of the judges, I promise to be fair and impartial.
When my meal got interrupted yesterday, I never thought this is how they'd make it up to me. Getting a seat on the judging panel is a pretty sweet deal.
Both contestants have taken their positions. Then, without further ado, let the Hôtel de Bord cooking contest commence!
Monica, even the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without prepping the flavoring. Even the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without... Even the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without prepping the flavoring, right?
Alphonse, Gaspard, get to work! Do not disappoint me.
Looks like our two head chefs are raring to go. Like an oven on full blast, this competition is...
That should be enough flavoring. Now hurry up and balance the flavoring. Stay calm, Escoffier. There has to be a way to balance the flavors. What are you doing, Escoffier? Your team's waiting on you.
A little amuse-bouche.
Come on, Escoffier! Come on, traveler!
An inspired melange. Alphonse! What are you playing at? Not how I taught you to do it! Stop horsing around and do it again!
Yes, chef!
Oh, tension in the ranks on Team Savannah. Will this slow their progress?
Goodness sakes, Savannah, what are you doing? Oh, get it. I've got to focus on my own dish. empty. A dash of frosting. No rest, no problem. Off to the freezer. Bon appetit! A little amuse-bouche! An inspired melange! Off to the freezer!
So, what do you think?
No recipe, no problem.
Escoffier is already on the final step of the recipe. Let's check on Savannah's progress.
I think this flavor probe...
Enough! Oh, useless! Both of you! Make like an egg and beat it! I'll do it right.
Wow! Is Savannah serious? Can she really make up for lost time working alone?
You can't match Escoffier's talent.
I present to you Gâteau de Bourg.
The pinnacle of excellence!
I was just exercising caution. I had to make sure everything was perfect.
Time's up! Contestants, please take your dishes to the back.
That guy was right. You really can't tell whose is whose just by looking at them.
We both made the same dish after all. For all her flaws, Savannah's a talented chef who earned my recommendation for good reason. She wouldn't screw up something as elementary as the cake's appearance.
Whoa! This is really rather good.
Wonderfully soft and fluffy, beautifully sweet. This is a masterclass in how to make Gâteau de Bourg.
I would give this one at least 9.9 out of 10. Only because there's something about the flavor of the base. It's just a little different from the recipe I'm used to.
Huh? Really?
All right, on to gâteau number 2. I haven't had a single bite and already this aroma is a delight to the senses.
I have a feeling that this gâteau will be a gâteau for the ages.
How exciting! I'm gonna dig in.
I think
maybe someone got a little carried away when they were adding the sugar.
Not just the sugar, it's the flavors too. This is all over the place. Who made this?
It appears the decision is unanimous. This gâteau is far below the standard we would expect.
And Mama thought this might actually be close. Turns out she can't bake to save her life.
Something's not right here. Savannah may not be perfect, but no way is she this sloppy.
I can now declare that the creator of the first gâteau has won this cooking contest. Now, all that remains is to turn the plate over and reveal the chef's name underneath.
It's Savannah?
No, that's impossible.
Hey, Savannah! You cheated, didn't you? You cheated! What did you do? Oh, you swapped the plates, didn't you?
Well, someone's a sore loser. These cakes went from the oven to the judge's table without me ever laying a finger on them. And everyone here can attest to that.
It was Van Gem's staff who labeled them in the kitchen. If you're looking to accuse someone, why don't you start with them? Isn't it more likely that Escoffier's lost her edge? Oh, or maybe her assistants let the team down?
You take that back! Judges, we demand a rematch!
That's enough. What's done is done. As head chef, or rather as team lead, I take responsibility for the dish I served. Whatever went wrong and however it happened, I should have spotted it. Savannah, I didn't think you'd stoop this low just to beat me in a bake-off. What happened to your chef's pride?
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you want the codex to worry that much, you can have it.
Scoffier, no!
But you must promise me that you'll apologize to Firma and compensate him for everything you put him through.
It's a little late to be negotiating terms. The contest is over and I won. That means you owe me the codex, and I owe you nothing.
Look, Savannah, you may have fooled everyone else, but can you really fool yourself? What I'm offering is to accept defeat without looking to expose what you've done. But only on the condition that you promise to stop putting so much pressure on your staff.
Fine. I'll treat this as your final handover of duties from one head chef to the next. So, will that be all, ex-head chef? Or is there any other unfinished business you'd like to leave in my hands?
I didn't mean that to be a scolding from your former boss. Just a word of advice from a fellow chef and a friend. But I don't know if you're even open to input from other people anymore.
I know what I'm doing. I don't need your advice.
All right, fine. I'm glad to hear it.
Escoffier!
The Codex de Boer! Finally. Now, at long last, I will succeed.
Escoffier? How could you let her get away with this?
Da.
Yeah! The Codex is a souvenir of your time here! Doesn't that mean anything to you?
It's all right. It was just a bake-off, not the end of the world. I'm already over it. Besides, it's not all bad. She agreed to compensate Firma. That's mission accomplished for the Spina. Honestly, if I'd have known that giving her the Codex would solve everything, I'd have just done that in the first place. I mean, why bother with the whole cooking contest? It's such a waste of time and energy.
No. No! This doesn't make any sense!
Huh?
That's it! No secrets, no nothing! I don't believe it! This can't be happening.
Oh, Chef Savannah!
Savannah?
It's nothing life-threatening. Just a lot of pent-up stress and exhaustion.
Oh, I knew it.
Pent-up stress?
The truth is, however hard she might be on the rest of us, the person she puts the most pressure on is herself.
Yes, there are nights when she makes us redo things over and over into the wee hours. But for her, it's every night. She'll hide herself away in the kitchen, working on new techniques and recipes, and only realize how long she's been at it when we come to work the following morning.
Why? Why would she do that?
Our best guess is she doesn't want to be seen as less of a chef than Escoffier.
And there it is. Even so, that's no excuse for taking her anger out on the rest of you.
Yeah, and it's definitely no excuse for cheating in the cooking contest.
About that, we honestly have no idea how she did it. We were focused on our own work the whole time, like she asked.
Leone and Argalia were the ones I tasked with labeling the cakes. I've already spoken to them both. They're at a loss to explain it too.
Not to worry. Come on, join me downstairs. I'll interrogate the guilty ghetto myself.
Well, how is it? Have you figured out what it was?
Oh, this is aggravated assault on my palate. I'd rather eat wet cement than this.
Is it really that bad? I made sure the taste tested before it was served.
Oh, relax. This isn't your cake. Savannah never switched the plates. The offending flavors are coming from in between the icing and the cake base, which means someone tampered with it while it was being made. Or in other words, we have a traitor in our midst.
I'm sorry. I was forced into it. It was Chef Savannah. She said if I didn't cooperate, she would...
Calm down, Monica. I've already accepted defeat, and if I wanted retribution, I would have brought this up when the results were announced. Whatever's going on with you, just spill the beans. There's no need to hide it.
I was the one who caused the food safety incident that one time.
Food safety? Wait, you mean the Luminine incident? So you procured the contaminated ingredients?
I think so. Savannah and I were on procurement that day. I didn't check everything as well as I should have, and so I let contaminated ingredients make it into the kitchen. But I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I had no idea there was an issue with them, and I didn't know it would end up with Escoffier going to jail. But the last thing I expected was for Savannah to use it as leverage to blackmail me with.
This is crazy! So Savannah pressured you into sabotaging Escoffier's cake by threatening to expose your secret if you didn't?
Oi.
I know, it's terrible. I'm so sorry. I was so scared. The thought of Chef Escoffier finding out that I put her in jail, it made me freeze up with fear. I thought Escoffier would hate my guts if she ever found out, and yet somehow that's ended up in me doing something even worse.
Seriously? All this fuss over a little slip-up? Firstly, it's not like I got a life sentence. I did my stint at the fortress, and now I'm out. Secondly, I had my own reasons for leaving the hotel before. This wasn't the only factor. So, you don't need to feel ashamed or frightened or anything like that. Any more than you need to add butter when you're pan-searing foie gras.
You mean you forgive me?
Oh, well, I'm not saying you don't have to take responsibility for your mistakes. You should tell Vanisham to mark down your performance for the past few months. Then do some digging and find out exactly where those contaminated ingredients came from. Sure, you've made mistakes, but now's the time to fix them. Understood?
Understood.
Good. Now, back to Savannah. What about the original codex would compel her to resort to blackmail?
I have my suspicions. Not that I've got any proof to back them up, though. Ugh. What happened to me? I've overheard some customers murmuring about how the Hotel de Boer hasn't been the same since Escoffier left. They think our menu doesn't taste like it used to, especially our signature items.
Now that you mention it, I noticed it during the contest too. I couldn't put my finger on it, but the flavor seems subtly different from how it used to be. But the difference was so small, I'm sure no one would notice it besides our most loyal customers and true dessert connoisseurs.
Still, as head chef, it's easy to see why Savannah would get so hung up on it. So many times I've seen her make the cake base over and over again, late into the night, determined to match Escoffier's version. But something's always slightly off every time.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Never really gave it much thought, though.
Thinking back on it now, it's clear that Savannah's been in a downward spiral ever since Escoffier left.
She wants to prove that she can fill Escoffier's shoes. That's gotta be the reason. But after countless setbacks, she's getting more and more unhinged. And at some point along the way, she switched from doubting herself to doubting Escoffier.
Doubting Escoffier? For
what? Yeah, it would explain why she was bent on getting the original at any cost. She must have thought Escoffier purposely omitted key details from her recipes when she copied them out. Also, she could retain her place as the #1 chef in Fontaine, the only one privy to all the secrets of the trade.
Oh, for goodness sake. What a stupid idea.
Of course. Then she finally got the codex, only to discover that the secret recipes she's been training for don't exist at all. Seeing how utterly wrong she was must have been a real shock to the system. It probably brought up everything at once. It overwhelmed her, and she passed out.
There's still one thing that doesn't make sense, though. If Savannah had the real recipe all along, how come it tasted different? She might not be on the same level as Escoffier, but surely after like 50 attempts, she'd get it right one of those times.
You'd think so, but geniuses like Escoffier are in a league of their own.
New head chef, you say? What's her name? I don't think I've heard of her before.
I wonder, can the Hotel de Boer keep its edge without a Escoffier at the helm?
This tastes different from last time. Is it undercooked or something?
Take this. It's a copy of the Codex de Boer. From now on, you will be its keeper. Don't listen to the doubters. If I say you can do it, then you can do it. Even if you don't believe in yourself, at least believe in me. Hey, did you hear me? Once I'm gone, the restaurant is all yours.
All this time, I've been blaming other people, but maybe I'm the problem.
I sincerely apologize for putting everyone out. Savannah's awake now, but I don't think she's ready to speak to anyone yet. Let's give her the day to calm down. I'm sure you'll have the chance to talk everything out tomorrow.
In that case, I'll go and update for Ma and his family. I wonder what he'll make of all this. So, we'll come back tomorrow then. That was a long day. I think I've earned myself a sweet treat when I get back home. Oh, nice! Macarons? Or are you gonna switch it up this time?
Traveler, how much do you know about the snow-winged goose? Every year they migrate long distances in search of a suitable home. There's always one goose at the front whose job is to lead the flock. Fontaine poets often use the image of that goose to explore the ideas about leadership and genius. They usually imagine someone who's a cut above the rest, a model of perfection. But what those poets don't know is that during the migration, the lead goose is always changing. Once the lead goose shows signs of fatigue, it retreats to the back of the flock and allows another goose to take its place. So, the truth is that leadership, with all the responsibilities and pressures that come with it, it's something that everyone takes turns at. But we humans completely miss that fact when we project our own ideas about social hierarchies onto them. I guess what I'm saying is, I don't buy into this notion that there's some sort of gulf between normal and genius. Cooking is a science, not magic. Given the same ingredients, same recipe, and same environment, I see no reason why two different people shouldn't be able to create the exact same dish. Of course, some people have a more sensitive palate than others, and some people are just born bolder or more conscientious. But these are all variables that can be accounted for with time and practice. I'd have no reason to expect so much from others if I believed that perfection can only come from the hands of a genius. The only reason I hold people to high standards is because, well, I believe they're capable of greatness. Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna get to the bottom of why Savannah failed. And come tomorrow, I'll give her the scolding of her life, pointing out all the mistakes she's made along the way. Then she'll finally see the error of her ways.
Come on. Enough standing around, let's keep moving.
Why are we here so early? Our meeting with Vanigem isn't for a while. Check on her? Why? What happened? Oh no. Escoffier, are you alright?
I'm fine. Just need to get some more coffee in me. Huh? What happened to my coffee? Did I really drink it all? Alright. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Well, there's cooking facilities here. Or we could just grab a cup of coffee from Cafe Lutece. But either way, hurry!
Hello, what can I get for you? Sure thing, we're here to go. Huh? Oh, I see. First cup of the season. Yeah, I get it. Young people these days do love their little surprises.
Neverland sent someone to contact us this morning! That must mean there's been some progress! No time to waste! Let's head out!
Coffee. Need coffee.
What? Yeah, wait. Did you scare him?
I smell coffee. I feel much better now. Thank you so much, Traveler in Paimon.
Glad to hear it, but make sure to catch up on your sleep when you get the chance.
I think I figured out where the problem lies. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Wait, what investigation? What are you guys talking about?
I'll save it when everyone else gets here. It's so stupidly small. I can't believe it's caused so much drama. Yes, except my failures were stepping stones to success.
Escoffier, have you seen Savannah?
Huh? No, not since yesterday. Why? What's wrong?
After seeing her home yesterday, we were all a little concerned about how she was doing. So, I dropped by her place early this morning to check on her. Only to find an empty house with the doors wide open. I left Alphonse and the others to keep watch at her home, while I checked the Hotel de Bord. I'm worried something bad might have happened. If she's not here, then where could she be?
Boss, Escoffier, bad news.
Alphonse? You're supposed to be keeping watch at Savannah's house.
We were, but then, just after you left, we found this stuff in her house.
Oh, looks like a map with a bunch of random places circled. What does it mean?
Wait a second. This feels familiar. I'm sure these places are all connected somehow. Of course, from the Codex. They're all places that Modeste explored on his adventures. Yeah, but I don't understand. The adventure logs in the Codex are too fragmented to be of any use. How come this map shows all the missing details?
The Codex de Bord? Then This place marked in red out at sea. Could that be the fabled birthplace of Gateau de Bord?
Seriously? So now she set her sights on finding the original recipe and beating Escoffier that way? Jeez, Savannah. Anything to overcome a ghetto plateau, huh?
Oh, idiot! Does she have a death wish? Those ruins are thousands of years old.
Hold on. There's more. Besides the map, we also found these letters.
Responsável por comprar o ingresso do mais da pericia do porque sua amiga pensava se descobrir eu sobre eu o qual da pessoa nutrições porque as pessoas para ter pensado então imagino que você tem que manter isso não aposta não agora
It was you. You let the Lumaline through, didn't you? It sounds like a threat letter. Does this mean that Savannah was responsible for the safety incident? And not Monica after all?
Retrieve the codex by any means necessary. So the cooking contest and the cheating. Someone else was behind her pulling the strings?
She's keeping the true recipe to herself.
Ugh, this is all such a mess. Paimon needs a second to process this. First, we thought that Savannah forced Monica to cheat in the cooking contest. But now, it turns out that someone else forced Savannah to force Monica to cheat.
You're finally here. Of course. I should have put two and two together as soon as I read your threat letter. The food safety incident, the demand for a cooking contest, the instruction to blackmail Monica. Even the suggestion that Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all part of your grand plan, wasn't it, Monica?
Caraca!
We should be getting close to the spot marked on the map.
Of all the stupid things she's done, this
Amor,
really
isso
takes the cake.
deixou.
The moment we find her, I'm gonna curse the living daylights out of her.
A Sé. Depois, por suas regras, eu deixei ela mesmo. O louco, dois pichados. Arruina. Ah, que dó.
Ooh, this place looks like an underwater restaurant, doesn't it? Suddenly, the idea of an adventure chef finding secret ingredients makes a whole lot more sense.
I think Modest's codex mentioned this place. A public bath from the time of Remoria. So yeah, definitely the kind of place that would have served food and drinks.
Huh? Some blubber beasts have come to join the party? How did they get here?
That could be easier said than done. Something's blocking the entrance.
Well, did Modest mention it in his adventure logs by any chance? They must have gotten through something.
Good point. Yes, that's right. It's coming.
We prepared a banquet for our shy little guests, and as the food flowed away on the current...
We have to feed the blubber beasts? With what? There's nothing here besides rocks, romaritime flowers, and louis-toi. See, this is why you should always bring snacks. You never...
There is no time for that. Romar...
wait, we're seriously gonna try this?
Yeah, a little amuse-bouche.
Blubber beasts or not, are we sure this stuff is edible?
Trust me, they'll love it.
Oh, good question. If we try to put...
Yes, we can't afford to...
Wow, it's really singing! It must taste better than Paimon thought!
The track's turned back again. Oh, so annoying.
Hey, it's open!
Hey, give me your water. Here. I said your water, the one you just drank out of? Sure. All those years slaving away under Escoffier, and then you. Today, it's finally paying off. Not only have I found the ruin that Savelli kept hidden, but I also get to boss you around like my little lapdog. Hey, go scout ahead for me. If we need to do any more blast tunneling, I want to know where to lay the explosives. Did you not hear me? Get going.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Oh, when did you learn to fight back? You're always so compliant when I give you instructions by letter.
That's because you threatened to expose me for the Lumilene incident. I should have. I'd known what you were planning. I'd never have.
Don't be so self-righteous. Admit it, you've always been jealous of Escoffier. That's why you lapped up everything I told you. You were terrified of her finding out about your part in the Lumilene incident, and you resented the way her reputation hung over you. So you jumped at the chance to convince yourself that she was the villain, that she deliberately hid her secret recipes from you just to hold you back. It was the only excuse you needed to justify getting back at her. First, idolization, then jealousy, suspicion, and self-deception. That's what this comes down to. It was the same story with Savelli and my ancestor. He offered Modestus friendship, only to murder him out of vanity. He promised to explore the world with him, only to later destroy all records of their adventures. It's a miracle I even found this place. You have no idea the countless hours I spent piecing it all together. So you see, you're no better than Savelli. If you can't beat him, betray him, right?
I am no Savelli, nor will I ever be.
Oh, put a lid on it. You really think you can absolve yourself of your vindictive and jealous behavior now? Just because you finally realize that Escoffier never kept any secrets from you? You didn't show any remorse when she left, or in the cooking contest. Why start now? You have no right to redemption.
You're right. I don't deserve her forgiveness. But I am done being bullied into submission by you!
Ooh, feisty. But you should watch your tone. Talking to me like that could get you in big trouble.
I somehow doubt that. Since I poisoned both our water bottles.
What?
Ever since I learned the truth, I've been biding my time, waiting for this moment. You've played me like a fiddle for so long, and now this is payback!
But you drink it too.
It's what we both deserve. This is the price we must pay for betraying Escoffier. You'll die here with me, Monica!
You.
What's so funny?
Oh, you're too much. I thought I'd play along for a bit just to amuse myself. Oh, you gave a very rousing performance. I saw your dumb plan a mile off. There's no poison in these bottles, just clean, fresh water.
No.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, you know. Did you really think your half-baked plot would fool me? You're a lousy chef, and you make a lousy villain, too. A complete waste of space. No wonder you never amounted to anything.
Everything I ever did was a failure. And now, I failed again.
Hey, why don't you try your hand at being a comedian in your next life? You got a good laugh out of me. But now the show's over. You should have just done like I asked, Savannah. All I wanted you to do was scout the ruins for me. But you had your chance, and now it's time to say goodbye.
Stop right there! Let her go, Monica! We got you surrounded!
Escoffier?
Ugh, looks like I'll have to keep you around for a little longer.
You can't!
Stay back if you want her alive! Escoffier and the Traveler. I can't take you both on in combat, but if you so much as flinch, I can end Savannah's life in a heartbeat.
Monica, what are you hoping to achieve by this? You're about to commit murder, and for what? A recipe?
A recipe? You chefs are all blinded by your myopic focus on kitchen affairs. Well, some of us actually have bigger fish to fry. Modeste had a secret. The truth behind his so-called genius, the je ne sais quoi factor in his Gâteau de Bourg, and it's right here in these ruins.
Are you serious? You're here because of a Gâteau de Bourg obsession? You've gone completely mad!
I couldn't care less about the cake itself. No, the real treasure is the secret ingredient that Modeste sourced from these ruins. He and Savelli were fools. A priceless treasure of Remoria in the palms of their hands. And they thought, ooh, this would go great in our cake mix. We're talking about a powerful stimulant that also sharpens the senses. That's no cooking ingredient. It's a groundbreaking drug. That's right. I've done my research. It was a drug that Remoria developed for their war machine. I could make a killing by selling it to the treasure hoarders or the Fatui.
Oh, you listen to yourself? You're completely delusional!
My eyes are wide open. Just wait till I get my hands on this treasure. You'll see what a fool you've been.
Wait, what's that sound? Just when I thought she couldn't get any crazier. She's lucky the whole place didn't collapse. Uh-oh, Savannah's going too! Monica must have taken her. Oh, what a coward. She's only taken her hostage because she knows that she's no match for you.
Yeah.
That's true. Even if she finds the treasure, she'll need Savannah alive if she wants to get out of here in one piece.
Oh, well, our path's been blocked, so let's look for another route.
An inspired melange. There is no escape. Ever seen one of these?
No, my sword!
Off to the freezer.
The water looks pretty deep here. Maybe it leads somewhere.
Yeah.
They were probably awakened by the explosion just now.
Alright, Knife Skills 101. Time for some rough chopping.
Got something for ya. Let me leave you a verse. Huh? No, my sword!
Who's on the loose? A dash of frosting.
Another door? Guess we need to prepare another feast for our guests.
A little amuse-bouche.
It seems to really like the texture of Rome maritime flowers.
Missão é interessante, resplandecente e desenvolvente. Já fiz essa missão, ó que tá achando? Tá acabando divertido e legal.
Legal. Aí foi controlado. Ah, é. Fala, boa tarde, meu irmão. Eu não tô vendo esses cantos. Agora tem um colo no meio. Muita. Descansar nem pouco.
Now escape!
Rain cutter.
Inazuma shines eternal!
This'll pack a punch.
I never knew you could process Lumitol like that. Alright, I've got to jot this down.
Limitols and Romaritime flowers. This could open the door to a whole new world.
Yep, that's literally the plan. Wait, hold on. Which door are you talking about?
That's strange. These don't look Romorian to me. More like last century Fontaine.
Adventurers from last century Fontaine, huh? Oh, Modeste and Savelli, do you think they camped here?
By the looks of it, this was a one-person camp. They adventured together, but maybe one of them came back alone at a later date.
Oh, you really trust our adventurer's instincts. Okay, well, the Traveler has more adventuring experience overall, but Paimon's definitely a... Darn it! Paimon was just about to show off her...
Huh, no kidding. Are all adventurers so obsessed with journaling? I mean, I guess I take a lot of notes when I'm...
Anyway, let's find out who was here.
It's been years since I've last visited these ruins. It's exactly the way I remember. Sadly, up above, on dry land, the treasure of Remor, our limited stock of... He was praised as a genius. Modeste tried his best to console me. Our conversations grew scarce, and we saw less and less of each other. I didn't fight it. He had new friends and a career of his... I told myself that maybe one day, when I've put these feelings of self-loathing behind me, unfortunately...
So it was Savelli.
I always thought it was just a legend.
In that case, what does that say about...
The taste of Gâteau de Bois, being the perfectionist that he... But as he baked and taste-tested over and over again, it was only when he was sipping on coffee one day and realized he could not taste the bitterness that the treasure of Remoria stimulates the senses. Taste, in hindsight, over the course of his many the finest culinary talent of his generation now faced a future in which he would never be able to taste anything. And because we had become estranged, I could not be there to stop him. Yet despite everything...
The treasure of Remoria? Guess Monica was really onto something. It really was a kind of drug.
So, Modeste chose to end his own life. Then, why all the rumors that Savelli murdered him? Also, neither the Codex nor...
Modeste told me did he hope I would gain some... But if the public ever learned how Modeste's greatest triumph became his undoing, his fall from grace would be swift and merciless. One minute a genius, the next a joke. It would surely spell the end for his restaurant too. What would be his legacy then? How would future generations view everything we built together? I fear the scorn I have faced these last years would pale in I cannot let that come to pass. I will do what I must to protect his name. It will mean tampering with his notes to remove the damning details, leaving mere fragments of our story behind. It may lead his family to suspect me of having a hand in his demise. I would rather the world believe a tale of genius and jealousy than see his reputation in tatters. The final loose end is the evidence here, at the bottom of the sea.
Huh? What's wrong? Didn't we say Savannah should be safe for now?
So we thought, but if Monica finds out what happened to the treasure, there's no telling what she might do.
The treasure of Remoria. I have found you at last. Savelli, you tried your best to bury the truth, but you underestimated the children of Modeste. Some fragments of his diary escaped your clutches, and we have held on to them for generations. But I have to thank you too, Savannah. Without your help retrieving the codex, and with it the last piece of the puzzle, I may never have found this place. But now, finally, the secret to Remoria's military might is within my grasp. The treasure of Remoria is mine! Oh, it's empty. It's empty.
Monica?
Oh, we were seconds too late.
Escoffier? What's the deal with that jar?
Sabelli's final act. He wanted to conceal the secret of the treasure forevermore and make sure it would never harm anyone again. So he came here after his friend's death and destroyed every last shred that remained.
This can't be happening. All the years I spent piecing together the truth. All my painstaking planning. All that for an empty jar.
Monica, don't do anything stupid. This ruin is more dangerous than you realize.
Oh, shut your pie hole!
Praise be to Lord Remus. You barbarians shall be slain.
She's a nutcase! A liability to herself and everyone else! Well, now it's up to us to clean up the mess she's made. Take these Lulus out! That's the first thing!
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered! Rain outlines your fate. Let me give you a verse.
Go, go, go! The Temple of Wisdom!
Shine down! A little of this thing! Got something for you. This is a new one.
The pinnacle of excellence! Yes!
Olha, a Mônica capturou.
Either way, it's all her fault. Enough chit-chat. Let's get out of here, Traveler and Xavier, come on!
Okay, I'm coming. Huh?
Oh, no you don't. If I can't get what I want, neither will any of you. I've got nothing to show for my life's work so far. But if I can take another so-called genius down with me in my final moment, then it was all worth it.
You're a psycho!
Savannah? When did you...
I may be a lousy chef, but it looks like I'm not a complete waste of space.
Traveler?
Escoffier! Savannah!
Traveler! And Paimon!
Venegem! What are you all doing here?
What did you expect us to do? Stay at the restaurant and sit on our merry derrieres while the Traveler and Escoffier were out here risking their lives?
We had to do something, even though that something ended up being Well, waiting for you here instead.
I don't deserve any of you. And I certainly don't deserve to be your head chef. It was my fault Escoffier had to leave. Then I couldn't live up to her standards. I acted like a tyrant in the kitchen. And now I almost got myself killed. Come back, Escoffier. Come and be our head chef again. I'll never be able to replace you.
Okay, so everything I said to you the day I left, it just went in one ear and out the other?
Sorry, I was kinda in my own head at the time. All I could think about was the Lunaline situation. What was it you said again?
Forget it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I didn't leave this job because of you. And you're not nearly as awful a chef as you think. If you were that bad, why would all your staff show up here for you?
Escoffier's right. Sure, you nitpick our work and get us to do things over a lot. But when it comes down to it, you're the one who's always doing whatever it takes to make sure the customers get served on time, every time.
Things were pretty rough after Escoffier left, and Savannah's the only reason we've been able to make it through.
Our customers know that Escoffier doesn't work for us anymore. But the fact is, they keep coming back. If that's not an endorsement of your work, I don't know what is. At the end of the day, we're all human, and we all make mistakes. All we can do is recognize where we get it wrong and do our best to improve. That's all that's humanly possible.
No, I get what you're saying, but what I did to Fumon and to Escoffier, it's unforgivable.
Well, about that, there's someone else here to see you, Chef.
It's been a while, Chef Savannah.
Fumon? I'm so sorry. I put far too much pressure on you. And the way I stubbornly refused to go and see you after you fell ill. There's no excuse. But I'm too late, aren't I? The damage is done. I heard that you can't even hold a kitchen knife anymore.
Actually, I think I'm going to be just fine.
We thought Firma's problem was purely psychological in nature. But after the threat matter came to light, it got Firma thinking. And then he remembered the tea that Monica used to give him every night. And as it turns out, she was lacing it with Lunaline the whole time.
No way! Doesn't that cause nerve damage?
It can. High doses pose a risk of serious nervous and sensory complications. But if you calculate the dosage carefully, you can control the extent of its effects. A small dose might simply make a person more emotional, whether that means more fragile or more tempered.
No wonder it seemed like you'd lost your edge.
I asked my friends at the Fontaine Research Institute about it. They said that with the low dose I was taking, the risks are pretty small. They also fixed me up with some meds and said I should recover in no time. Well, that's what happens when you give someone a little...
There's more.
You mean
She poisoned me too?
So that's why Savannah's been so irritable this whole time!
Let's not be too quick to blame everything on the lumen. That stuff can only amplify what's already there. So tasty food will seem like the most delicious thing in the world, while food you don't particularly care for will become utterly revolting. So you better make sure you reflect on your behavior and apologize to every single person you've wronged.
I will. I'm sorry. There's still one question that's really bugging me. Why is it that no matter what I do, my Gâteau de Bourg never tastes the same as yours? Is it just... I mean, is it because you're a genius and I'm not?
It's because the heating element in your oven is broken, you silly goose.
What?
I felt like something was off during the cooking contest. Once I got around to checking all the equipment, I noticed it right away. There was a half-degree discrepancy between the temperature setting and the actual temperature. All the ovens in the whole kitchen had the same problem, which confused me at the time. But by this point, it's pretty obvious that Monica must have tampered with them. I would have figured it out the day of the bake-off, since the issue affected both our teams. But of course, Monica sabotaged mine, so that could never happen.
No. I spent so long trying to find out where I was going wrong, and then you pinpoint the problem in just one night? It all comes back to one simple, undeniable truth. You're a genius. And I'm just plain old Savannah.
Oh, cut it out! Stop the woe is me act for a second and just think. I came up with this recipe. You don't think that might have something to do with it? Do you know how long I spent perfecting my Gâteau de Bourg? 3 years! 3 whole years! I know this dish inside out, back to front and upside down. And you've been head chef now for what, 6 months? If that? A couple hundred failed attempts, and you're gonna throw in the kitchen towel and declare you'll never be successful because you're not a genius. You clearly have no idea how many kitchen failures I've had under my belt, or just how long it took me to finally get my recipe to a level I was satisfied with. Genius or not, everyone makes mistakes. Modeste did, Savelli did, everyone does. You're only a lousy chef if you don't face up to your mistakes, learn from them, and then keep chipping away until you crack the problem once and for all. Surely you haven't forgotten all that. You were no lousy chef back when I handed you the reins.
I haven't forgotten, and I'll make sure I never do.
That's our head chef.
Haha! Sounds like we won't need another changing of the guard in the Hôtel de Bourg kitchen and...
What a perfect...
So you got your mojo back now?
Yeah. Thanks to you, Escoffier. In fact, no. Thanks to all of you.
Aw, friends again! So nice to see them finally settle their beef.
Good. So now that's out of the way. It's time for payback. You cheated in our last bake-off, and I demand a rematch right now.
But that was mostly Monica's fault, wasn't it?
Right, and also, does it have to be right now? Savannah's only just got her mojo back, and you barely escaped from a death.
no excuses. This is a cooking contest between two top chefs, and nothing will stand in its way. So grab your spatula and get ready, because this rematch is happening today. Right now, this instant!
Hey, so,
The second cooking contest commences now!
This time, no more games, and no holding back!
God.
I feel like I don't have the right to be here.
Hey, what are you so afraid of? You can't unbake it now. And if you don't serve it, then good or bad, you'll never find out how to improve. If you're too scared to fail, you'll never know what real success tastes like. So?
Embrace your failure. Taste it, digest it. That's the way to success.
I don't know. Sounds like it's easier said than done.
I'll do it.
the results are in! A landslide victory for Escoffier!
Quite rightly, too. Piece of cake.
Oh yeah, look at that! Savannah looks pretty chipper-tipper considering she lost.
Now, where were we? Yes. Do you have any more questions for me after everything that's happened? I thought Nadia would have filled you in. And actually, I said all this to Savannah before I left. Although, as we saw, I don't think any of it sank in. I had two reasons for leaving. One was the food safety incident, of course, but the other was that the Hotel de Boer had reached a point where it didn't need me anymore. So I decided to step down and look for new opportunities to improve myself.
Improve how?
Well, a while back, I got to know a fellow chef from Niue, and in her, I saw so many new possibilities. She has that same adventurous spirit that Modeste and Sibeli had in their youth. Slime mucus, lizard tails. With her, nothing's off the table. There's a whole world of new flavors out there waiting to be explored, hiding away in ingredients we overlook. Case in point, remember those Romaritime flowers down in the ruins? I used them in the cooking contest just now. Did you taste the difference?
What? I didn't know at all.
Half of the art of cooking is dissecting the recipes of previous chefs and figuring out the exact constellation of elements that gave their work, and the other half, it lies in freeing yourself from the
Uh-oh. Paimon's suddenly not sure she wants to try cooking anymore.
Don't worry, it's not going to be a free-for-all like in Modeste's time. Before I put anything into my food, I'll obviously do my research. In the meantime, take this. It's a recipe for Petit Gâteau de Bourg, revised version.
All right!
Oh, of course. I've already promised Banishem that I'll come back every once in a while to make sure the quality...
You know, Paimon's still a little disappointed that we never got to see the treasure of Remoria. Surely Monica wouldn't have gotten drawn in so deeply if it wasn't for all the mystery surrounding the original Gâteau de Bourg. She practically dedicated her life to finding the lost pieces of Modeste's diary. Then went to all that trouble to infiltrate the Hotel de Bourg. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
Since you mentioned the treasure, between Modeste's writings and what the so-called treasure of Remoria was most likely a substance that the Remorians extracted from Lumitoids, better known to us as Lumily.
Huh? So then, why all the hype back in the early days?
Don't forget, it was a very different era. We could barely even refine sugar back then. So desserts were very much in their infancy. In a world of bland food, it's no wonder that the... And as for the Lumily, it may well even if Savelli hadn't destroyed it all.
So after all that, there was nothing in those ruins but worthless junk. Feels strange to say it, but Paimon almost feels sorry for Monica. She sacrificed it all only to get nothing in return.
Oh, hey! Huh? Navia?
You just got back from that underwater ruin, right? Check it out. They ran a special issue. Did you see anything like this down there? Freshly unearthed from the ruins of Remoria. A magnificent jar thought to be over 1,000 years old. Experts say it has immense artistic and historical value. It could be worth an absolute fortune.
Wait! Isn't that the jar they used to hold the treasure?
If only it was still in one piece. Some butterfingers must have dropped it or something. It's such a shame.
Amigo. No.
Hey there, I'm Ava, a Sorrow vet from the Flower Fed Woods. You've probably heard some things about me already, but it's all good. Whatever impression...
Make it away. Faz tudo aí. Make it away. Make it away do Genshin. Eu do Genshin.
Hã?
Quem criou esse Genshin? Cria a nave. Não vai me ruim, não dá a nave. E um tiro só. Eu vou chegar na nave. Consegui gostar. Eu vou meu tempo. Eu não vou falar. Ele é herói mesmo. Por aí, não é? Herói mesmo. Eu peguei a nave. E peguei o rei. Está se foi. Tudo isso. Não posso estar rápido. Estou triste agora. Estou triste. Estou louco. Planejando, quero o tempo capaz de acabar. Quero o plano direito e assegurei todo mundo. Eu não queria pegar o leite, mas eu perdi, todo mundo quer. Foi tão difícil pra chegar aqui. Oi. Quando eu tenho que parar. É pra...